Come back at 6, wake me and your child, and then won't lay today. Make me wonder who you might have been playing with. Makes me wonder who you think.
Good morning. And when I say good morning, it's 3:10 in the afternoon. I stayed up way too late last night. And oh well, who cares? Who's gonna stop me? It was Friday. I'm off on the weekends. That's my life, my time to shine. And it's Saturday. I can sleep in if I want to. Thank you. So I actually do have to get up because what did I tell y'all? I wanted to take that aerial class, trying something new for the first time. Woo! So I'm actually excited to do that. So we're about to get dressed. That will serve as my activity for the day because why not? I thought I was going to wake up in time to get cute, do a little makeup, but it's given I'm going to barely be able to put on some lashes and do my brows. So that's just what it's going to give today. And then we'll come home, do what we need to do. And I need to clean. Okay, the weekends is for cleaning and getting the house back in order and resetting life into the next week. Well, we ain't got time for all of that now. We about to be late. So come on, let's go. Back at the gym, and you already know how it's going down. Start off on the treadmill because why not? Sending it to the high heavens because we about to get it rocking. We about to get it going. We have got to get the cardio in, babes. You just have to, okay? When I'm in the mood, that's what you. When I'm in the mood, and the what you, there's a photo shoot. Go get your on, get your on. It's a photo shoot, girl. It's a photo shoot. It's a photo shoot, girl. It's a photo shoot. It's a photo shoot, yeah. It's a photo shoot. Yeah. So I like to do a little bit of everything in the gym. Just depends on what my mood is, but generally, when it's cardio, I need some uplifting, something that's gonna get me going. But when I lift weights, I do it to some nice crybaby R&B music, a little gospel. I do really listen to an array of things. Just depends on what it is. We get a good workout in another day that I had them calories on 10, burning them down to the ground. And you already know what the motto is. We want a fatty. You know that, I know that, we know that. We want strong legs. We want toned arms. We want no waist. Am I right? Okay. And I know y'all saw the contents for today because we're keeping it very light and sweet, honey, because I'm going to throw a lot at y'all at our end of the week check-in. And it could be information overload, feeling overload, all of that. We're discussing everything that went down throughout the week, how we felt about the week, if I triggered you, if I triggered myself. So I ain't gonna do too much in the video, and I already meal prepped. You already know what that is. And please know I did still do my massage even though I didn't put it in the video. Okay, let's get into the check-in. All right, chat, welcome back. It is officially the end of the week. We made it 7 days on our 30-day intentional wellness journey. And so I'm going to end the night off with the journal prompt per usual, but I'm going to switch it up one more time because I said I was going to do 3 different ways. I had 2 different, journals. They have prompts in it, but I also had a journal where I could just write my heart's desire. And I think I would like to end the week, starting the new week, just expressing myself, expressing how I'm feeling and things of that nature. So I wrote some notes because I am a Capricorn girly and we do like a good note. We do like to have something we can reference back to so we stay on point. I'll just answer some questions that I have for myself. So how did I feel about the week? Honestly, I felt like it was a really good week. Again, I have seasonal depression, and surprisingly, it hasn't been whooping me. These are the times where I am my most saddest self, or I'm the most down in the dumps, when the weather is super bad and gloomy, it's dark outside earlier, it's not warm, like it just doesn't feel good, makes you be cooped up in the house, like it's just not a good feeling to feel, right? So I haven't been feeling that. even though there were moments where I was stuck in the house, because again, we did have our snowstorm earlier this week. It didn't dampen my mood in any way, shape, or form. So honestly, I feel really good about the week. And there are some moments in the week where it could have been better than others, and we'll discuss that too. But overall, I give the week an 8. For it to be the first week and me trying to figure out what I'm doing and how I want to do it and how I'm moving, I give it a good 8. So let's move and segue into what went well. So I feel like I did a really good job of attempting to do everything that was on my list. Now, I did notice when it comes to my list, there was only, let me see, there's about 12 things that I have on my list, and I did notice that at least the same thing is getting left off every day, and that's the box that I have for myself where I'm doing one thing for myself. This is something that's not recorded. This is something that's strictly for me and me being creative or having fun, just something self-care wise, I would say. You know, if you're doing the journey, whatever that looks like to you, whether you're reading a book or you're painting, you're drawing, you're just sitting outside for 10 minutes, that means a lot when you don't really have the time to do so. So that little moment in the day where I can do that thing for myself, it's getting left off. And I don't want to be like I'm not taking that seriously, but I just feel like all the other things on the list have precedence to it. I just feel like they're 10 times more important. Like the gym is super important. I do not want to go any day without checking that off the box. Eating is super important. I don't want to go any day without checking that off the box. Me doing my journal prompts, I don't want to go any day without checking that off the box. So I am going to have to get into a space where that little moment for myself is just as important as the things that are necessary to keep my body going. Again, having a journey like this is serious, but it can still be fun. You still should be taking care of yourself along the way. So that's definitely something that I feel like I can do better. And I'm definitely going to attempt to set a goal next week, whether it be me moving that up in the day. Maybe I'm doing it as soon as I wake up, because it's not like I'm not having the time. Everything that's on my list, and this is something that me and my therapist talked about before I created said list, was she was like, don't get into a space where you're overwhelming yourself. You're putting too many goals on the table and you're not able to complete them. And if you don't complete them, you'll get really sad and down in the dumps, and you don't want that to set you back. And I reassured her, I felt like everything on the list is things that I can do. I know that I can do. I've done them before in life. It just takes time management. And that's what it really is, especially as I haven't been getting up on time. If I get up on time, I think that will remedy and cure everything, honestly. So that's definitely going to be under one of my goals for next week. Yes, I've been taking my melatonin and things of that nature, but I really do need to take my alarm clock seriously in the morning. Instead of pressing the snooze button 7 to 10 times, I am one of those girls. I'm not one of those girls that can wake up as soon as the alarm clock goes off. I'm not one of those girls that can just have one alarm. I need the pre-alarm. I need the pre-alarm to the alarm. If I'm getting up at 5:30, I need 5 o'clock, 5:15, 5:20, then 5:30. So God bless whoever gotta be in the household with me long term doing that. But I think it just takes a bit of time management as well as moving things around, because I definitely do have the time. I may not have the energy always, but I think that's one of the things about motivation, how they tell you when you're motivated in the gym, and then when you stop being motivated, that's when you tend to like fall off. But if you've been going for so long and you get dedicated to it, that's when the dedication takes over and your body kicks into overdrive, autopilot, until your motivation turns back on. You're dedicated to still meeting your goal even though you're not motivated at the moment. And I definitely feel that. I definitely have those spurts of the gym of like, I'm super motivated, let's lose this weight. And then I get into my ruts of like, I'm not seeing results how I want to, as quickly as how I want to. So the motivation kind of dissipates and the dedication is still there. My mind is still saying you need to go every day, or how many other days a week you want to go, you need to go get that done regardless. And I've been going to the gym consistently about 5 years now of going to the gym every week. So I think I did really well on getting the most important things done to me, being able to record in a timely manner. As I struggle with like learning how to edit and be a content creator and all of the things. I tried to do Vlogmas before, and baby, I couldn't even make it 2 days. Like, how do some people record all day, edit at night, post it at night? So at least I'm having a little leeway because I'm recording during the day, but I'm not posting that footage till the next day. But even that, then that's a trial and error kind of process, because the next day I then have to continue to record and offload stuff onto the camera, onto the iPad, and save things on the external hard drive or whatever. But it's worth it. It's cool. It's fun. But yeah, that's what went well, and that's what I could have done better. Time management, I can do better on time management, as well as making sure everything on the list is a priority, just not these top couple of things are a priority. So what is this teaching me right now? They say it takes 21 days for a change to happen, for something to become a habit. And I'm teaching myself how to intentionally make habits, good habits, healthy habits. And it's teaching me that change is possible. And I'm not going to lie to you and say again that there are not times where I'm tired or I'm overwhelmed or whatever the case may be. When I've slept all day and I'm not getting to record till 3 o'clock like today, and I still have this whole checklist to do in the next couple of hours before bed. Like, sometimes that's overwhelming, sometimes that is exhausting. But what I will say is it's not a negative overwhelming, a negative exhausting, if that makes sense. Like, for example, I'm a real example kind of person, so sorry if that bugs you or annoys you or whatever the case may be. I like to really put things into perspective for people, because I really do want you to understand my full thought process behind things. But you know how when you go to the gym and you're motivated and you want to lose the weight, so you're going real hard in the gym. You're trying exercises you've never tried before. You're trying a new machine. You're doing heavier weights or whatever the case may be. You're trying that new class. And then after your workout, when you've really done that workout to the best of your ability, you're tired, you're drained, your body is aching, you're sweating from head to toe, but you don't think to yourself, I hate that I did that. That doesn't feel good that I did that. It exhausted you, but it made you feel good to be exhausted. So that's how I'm feeling about it, that I'm okay with being exhausted because I'm doing things for me. I'm okay with being exhausted because I am making changes for me. I am okay being exhausted because this is for my greater good. It's going to put me in a place that I need to be. I already feel like I'm in a good place, and it's going to propel me and take me further into the better place. It's teaching me to be consistent with myself, teaching me to pour into myself. I always say I give my best love to everybody else, but I don't really give it to myself at all times. So They tell you to be more selfish. And sometimes it has been that, like, for instance, I do lives on TikTok and I usually do them every day. And I only was able to do live like maybe 2 times this week. And people do reach out and, are you okay? We miss seeing you and things of that nature. And as much as I want to take the time to get to talk to you all, get to know you more, this is important to me, and this is where I'm putting all my time and energy into. And by the off chance I do have a little sprinkle of time, I can give that to you, but I'm not going to feel guilty for doing something that's important to me or makes me feel good or makes me feel happy. So again, better time management. I'm sure, spread my time more evenly when I get better time management. But until I get to that spot, until I get to that space, sacrifices have to be made. So it's teaching me that it's okay to do things for myself and show up for me and all of the good things. It's teaching me that I am capable. It's teaching me to be consistent. You know how they say about don't expect things from other people that you can't give yourself. I'm very much into that. I'm very much into I don't require things I can't reciprocate them. I feel like one of the things that people fail me in relationships, friendships, family, whatever, most connections or several of my connections, is the consistency. You want to be my friend for a moment, and next thing you know, we're able to talk once a week, every other week, and then you just disappear out of my life. And then you come back months later, like, we're still supposed to be the best of friends. I'm still supposed to be able to lean on you and talk to you. You're showing me that you're not consistent. Why would I give you the same type of friendship, the same type of energy? Or with relationship wise, you want me to believe that you have these feelings for me, you care about me, you support me, you love me, you show up for me. But 6 months down the line, you start switching up. You're no longer this easy person that I can talk to. You're no longer available to be there for me and hold my hand, whether that be physically or emotionally. You no longer have the kind words to say, but you still want me to have the notion in my head that you love me and you care about me the same. The consistency is gone. So it's teaching me to give myself what I expect others to give me. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not always consistent with myself. Again, with the gym, I can work out for so long and the motivation kicks off and I don't really want to do this no more. With eating, you know what? I know that it is not good for me to eat out all the time. It's bad for not just my body, but my mental health. And you know what I'm talking about. You know, sugary things and fried things only make you so happy in the moment. And then what happens after you have finished that dessert, that meal? Something starts hurting. Your stomach starts hurting. You just start feeling sick and sluggish. All your energy is gone. Like, it was food that didn't fuel you. It wasn't good to your body. So I can say, I don't want to eat like that anymore. And next thing you know, I'm going to every fast food place that's in a 10-block radius until I ain't got no money left in my bank account. JK, because I don't even play those type of games. There will always be some money left in my bank account if I got anything to say about it. So I'm teaching myself consistency and showing up for myself. So my next question would be, how do I feel about the tools I'm using, like the 6-week meal plan book, the vibration plate, the journals, things of that nature. I feel pretty good about the tools that I'm using. I would like to put more time and energy into the tools, like when it comes to the book about the meals. Like, I did a quick glance at what the 2-week detox looked like. I went and got some of the groceries that aligned, and I called it a day. And then I didn't even stick to the full meal plan like you saw earlier. And I still picked healthy things that I didn't feel like were going to set me back. So I was okay. It was still fitting into my protein goals, my calorie goals, and things of that nature. But I do want to crack down more on following the book to the T, as well as there's other things in the book. There's workouts in the book. I already go to the gym and I already have workout plans, but it doesn't hurt to see what she has offered and, incorporate that in. And then also, as she's creating the meal plan for you, she's telling you the reason, the whys behind it. And I feel like sometimes I do need that extra mental connection to what I'm doing. So I do want to take more time to read into that book and get a better understanding of food, as well as following the book more closely. As far as the vibration plate, I know it's supposed to be for drainage and things of that nature, but I think it's definitely helping with the soreness. Like when I did that big gym workout after I've been doing Pilates all week at the house, like my legs are usually the thing that I feel the most in. They do be on fire, and I just have to thug the soreness out for some days. I don't really stretch on my own and things of that nature. I know that's not good. So I'm happy that I've been doing stretching and massaging and stuff every day. So that's teaching me to get into that too. But I will say, like after that big workout and I did the vibration plate, I had a minor soreness, but like it's the type of soreness that, when you've been sore for a while and it's finally starting to fade, like it's at that last fading stage. So I feel like the vibration plate took me straight to it, almost like I did an Epsom salt bath or whatever the case may be. So I think it's really working into my muscles. So I can say that's what I've really been enjoying. I'm not hobbling around the house. I live on the second floor. I'm not stumbling trying to get up the stairs. Like my legs still feel functional, and just minor soreness. For my journals, I still enjoy the journals. I will say the one thing that I do want to do, I guess, for a goal going forward is maybe earlier in the day, I'll take the time to go through the journal and find prompts that are more dedicated to what we're doing, because I really have just been opening the book at that moment. Like as soon as I press record, I'm finding a page. And so again, that purple book, that Michelle Obama book, a lot of it flows together. It's chapter after chapter. This exercise goes to the next exercise, and it has this kind of story behind it that she makes you read and envision things. And there's no problem with that. But again, I don't know if that's something that y'all are truly into. If you really want me to take the time to read and connect the dots for you. So it's a little bit harder to just pull a random prompt without having to have the context behind it. And then for the other prompt journal, I was also discovering that some of the letters are things that you can't really just do in the moment. Like there's something, I can't remember what letter it is, but I'm sure we'll run across it as I'm doing this challenge. But some of those letters are something that you do daily for a week straight, or you answer something every day, or whatever the case may be. You do it at the beginning of the day, you do it at the end of the day. And again, I'm not privy to that as I am not reading them before I get on camera. So I do want to take the time to be more intentional. You heard me. I do want to take the time to be more intentional and read deeper into all the books, deeper into all my tools, so I know how to execute it properly, so that y'all understand what's going on and you could use it as a tool as well. So overall, I had a good week. I see the changes that I need to make, how I can be better for next week, elevated for next week, do better with my goals for next week. And I want to do a mental health check-in, especially because the last couple of days I did do some triggering prompts and conversations. Like I did touch on childhood trauma a little bit, mental health, with my spiral and my suicidal thoughts, and my heartbreak or whatever the case. So take a break if you need to take a break. And as far as how I'm feeling, again, when you get to that place of healing to where things don't affect you as much, like when it does when something is fresh to you, like I'm okay. My family stuff, I've been dealing with my whole childhood. Not to say it doesn't make me sad or hurt my feelings that I've been ostracized by my family for such a long time, but it's just like one of those things of like, I can't do nothing but move on and accept it. Like I accept that I didn't get the same grandma as my cousins got. I accept that I didn't get the same aunts and uncles. I accept that I didn't get to have adoring parents that did X, Y, and Z. Like, there's not really anything that I can do about that. 31 years later, as an independent adult living on her own, who does not ask her family for help in any way, shape, or form, who keeps her distance from her family. Like, it's just one of those things that I've spent my whole life working towards accepting. So, talking about it doesn't bother me. Now there's sometimes that it does bother me, trigger me, depending on what my sensitivity level is, if things have already been hurting my feelings and on my mind. But again, right now I'm in a very good space. I'm in a very decent space, so it's not bothering me. Being vulnerable about my heartbreak and how I felt during the process and the aftermath and how I'm feeling now. That is a little triggering. I will not lie about that. But again, I'm in a better space. If you were to talk to me in August, it was not anything good. Like, I attempted to reach out to my ex one more time to get that full closure, and she didn't even feel that I was deserving or worth the closure. I came to her state and everything, literally was down the street from her the whole time that I was there. I reached out to her, asked her, could we meet? I had all her belongings with me because I didn't want to just be disrespectful and throw everything in the trash, throw all our memories just in the trash. I wanted to at least attempt to be respectful and give her her items back, and she can choose to discard or keep whatever she wanted. But I reached out. She asked who it was. I told her, and she never ever responded. So I'm okay with that. Again, I would have went to hell for that woman, and I'm glad she didn't deem me as worthy or enough or whatever the case may be, because I still don't know what the true deal was, the true definition, other than her having the avoidant attachment style and running from things. So I truly don't know, but I'm glad that she didn't feel the things that she once tried to convince me to feel, so that I can move on and get to a better place to where I'm able to talk about this. If you've seen me on social media venting, or if you are in a closer inner circle in my life where I've had conversations about this woman, you have seen me break down in full on tears. Like, I've literally had to cut friendships off. I've literally had to throw away so many things in my house because my energy just would not disconnect from this woman, and it was breaking my heart 10 times harder. And you think to yourself, and this is how I cope with depression at times, and I know it's not healthy, but taking a nap, going to sleep, sometimes that's the only way I know how to do a complete reset. because in your sleep, in your dreams, you cannot feel anything. You know what I'm saying? So even with me being so restless and staying up for days, in the moments that I finally could go to sleep, I could not escape this woman even in my dreams. I saw her every day of my life, and I just couldn't do it again. More reasons where it was just like, I'm drowning, and the only thing I know how to get me to stop is the big stop. So I'm glad I didn't go through with that. I'm glad that I'm in a better place, and I wasn't too triggered by the conversation about it the other day. But overall, I'm in good spirits. I'm decently, mildly, contently happy, and we're just gonna keep going. So I hope to see you on next week's episodes, next week's sessions, and maybe next week it'll maybe seem like I have more together. It'll flow better and things of that nature. But I appreciate you for being here with me, being on this journey with me. The support, again, I think most of the conversations I do have with some of y'all are on TikTok. For those of y'all that comment under the little snippets that I post, or if you DM me directly, and whatever the case may be. And if you're brave enough to leave a comment here on YouTube, I really do appreciate the support and you taking the time to listen. I hope you have a great night, a great rest of your weekend. Again, whenever it is that you see this, and I can't wait to talk to you soon. Bye.